Hey everyone, welcome to another chill stream from Coding with Fun. Today I have come up with another small and simple project called Quote Generator, where we will try to fetch a random quote to our website using JavaScript. So that's the plan for today. Let me just say hello to everyone in the chat. Hey Pat, welcome to the stream. Hey Koda, welcome to the stream. Okay, and also let me just send out message in Discord. Okay. And the link is here. Okay, and I think that's good enough. Koda is saying that we got to plan, we got to do that thing we planned soon. Yeah, sure. So the plan is me and Coder will do some peer programming streaming, and we will building some full stack application on that. So that's the plan. And yeah, definitely we will start it soon, maybe next week, I guess, because on Wednesday I am planning to do a stream on Shopping Manager, and on the weekend nights I will be doing streaming on that Burb language. I'm not sure if I'm streaming next week, but I'm definitely doing stream on those time. Yeah, sure, definitely, Koda. We will start doing that. What time will be good for you? Like, is this time will be good? I'm not sure how your schedule in the college. So, hey, Mr. PhD, welcome to the stream. I'm good. How are you today? I had a lecture at 8 a.m., but it was a work period, so we didn't have to stay tuned. So that's why I just left. Cool. So yeah, maybe we can start streaming Monday mornings. We can also do something in night, like a night time in city, central time. So it will be similar to the stream that I did, yes, 2 days ago. Yeah, I will message you on Discord and we will discuss there and see what time will be good enough for you. Is audio and video good today? Let me know if you face any issues. And sorry that I didn't made sure in last stream this pop filter was right in my face and it wasn't looking good. So that's why I make sure that it was a bit away from my face. Good. Nice. Looks everything good. And the good thing is we got quite a few new members in our Discord server. It was really amazing and that's nice. I hope they can tune into the stream. Not sure if they are live or not. Okay. So here is the plan for today. I have created this very basic website in past. It doesn't have any much designing and everything, but it was a very simple website that it fetches a random code from website, and we have this refresh button where a user can refresh the code. It also displays the name of the writer, and we have a simple about page that describes how this everything works. And I just remember one thing that I wanted to do is that I wanted to show alerts for recent subscribers, because there are some of them that they subscribed during when I was offline, and I feel bad for them. So that's why I will just start alerts for every other accounts. Okay. So here is the first subscriber. Also, do you guys get sound when we get this alert? It is outputting from my MacBook speaker, so it should be in the audio. Cool. And the great thing is Streamlabs bot is working. That's nice. Thank you so much, Keval, for subscribing. I forgot to mention name. Thank you so much, Rutvik, for subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much, Mitesh Patel, for subscribing. Thank you so much, Brothers Gaming. Thank you so much, Brahmbhat Lavkesh, for joining the stream and subscribing to it. And I think we already had this alert for Dharmik in couple of stream ago. Thanks for subscribing. And we have another two. Sherman Ultra, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. And here is my friend from Coder Stream. Thank you so much for ScoutCon to subscribing to the channel. And that's it for the list of subscribers that I have. Thank you so much, Hardik Gadvi, for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to the stream. The issue with YouTube is that by default, I think it keeps your subscription as private, and if your subscription setting is set to private, then it cannot detect if you subscribe during my when I'm streaming. So that's why sometimes it doesn't get gives the alert in my stream if you subscribe during live stream. So if you want an alert, make sure that your settings are set to public, and it should give you the alert. I think they shouldn't keep it private by default. They should like give a pop-up when user log into YouTube first time, and then user can choose to private if they want. I think by default they should keep it public. Okay, so let's open the Figma, and here is the design. I will drop a link to this design in the chat, and you guys can view it on your browser. Also, let me know if you guys want to make any change to design, like add some kind of colors or some kind of elements, and we can definitely do that. Can you do dark mode? Yeah, definitely. We can add a button saying which can toggle between light and dark mode. I think I had that in one of my other design. Let me just grab it if I can find it right now. It was in this one. I have quite a few different designs, and I will definitely start doing them in these chill streams. So let's just add it. I copied the wrong thing. Copy the same thing to about page, and let's create a dark mode version. Look at those hands. Okay, and let's copy the light version. I might just replace it with a simple button. So right now it has this icons and everything. It will take a time, and I don't want to spend too much time on that thing on this stream, because the main focus for this stream is to learn about fetching data from different APIs. So let me know if you guys want to see create the same button. I can definitely do that. Let me know what are your thoughts on this one. Should I create the same button as we have in the design? Let's change the color to white, and we can make a background. Oh, what just happened? This one. How does it look? I think I should make it a bit darker. How's this one? Sure, I will. So yeah, we will create the same button as we have in this light mode. If you think it will take too much time, then don't. Yeah, the only thing is it we can definitely do that. The thing is, I think I will need to I'm not sure where I downloaded this icon, so I will need to find it before I do anything else. If you guys are watching, feel free to drop message in the live chat. Cool. Okay, so we will use the same thing in this one as well. Copy all the tags, make them white, and use the same color as this one. And I have also created the basic GitHub repo for this project, and I will be pushing code once we complete this stream. And you can find the link of this GitHub repo in the video description. Can't grab the icon from there. Oh yeah, I can definitely. What I want to like, sometime I use icon from some website where it requires you to add some kind of description to your website, some kind of mention to the website from where I downloaded this. So that's why I was thinking that way, to make sure that I am using any copyright free icons. It doesn't really matter, but I like to giving credit to the designers because they have put some effort, and it doesn't take much. It just take a small word to mention to give them credit. So I like doing that. So yeah, I think so. Yeah, is this the final design for our project, or do you guys want to add anything else? Cool. So let's start making it. I have already cloned that GitHub repo locally. Let's open into the VS Code. Also, I was trying out Vim in in this weekend, and it seems pretty cool. It seems very fast, but it had some issues with it, you can say, because so if you want to use Vim as an editor, you have to remember different key bindings. And right now I am learning too many languages, and I'm doing also doing streaming and doing college, and I don't think so I can remember those key bindings at this point. So I think I will stick with VS Code for now, but I am definitely want to start using Vim in the future. Okay, let's create a source directory. uh, and our source directory have all the files that we will create for this project. Also, do you guys want to use TypeScript? I can use it, but it will make a project bit complicated. I'm not sure how good it will be for new or beginners. Yes, I always mispress Control L. Yeah, and app.js. Yeah, that's the yeah. You can yeah. The in Vim, colon W means write the file. It has bit different naming convention for different actions. I think Vim is faster. That will be a you can find Vim faster when you are working with large projects. Like if you're working with such a small project, then I think VS Code seems fast enough to Vim. Yeah, Q is for quit, and Q and exclamation mark is to discard any changes and then quit. So let's create an index file. So here's the basic template for HTML file, and let's make it. The title will be quote generator. And sorry, I'm not using mechanical keyboard today. I am using the Apple one from my work. And the only thing is, like yesterday night, I was doing some type test, like type tutorial thing online, and I found out that I am way faster on this keyboard than my mechanical one. I make too many mistakes on that one, so I am switching to this Apple keyboard. Until I don't know how to tab multiple selector lines. Lord. Yeah, I think it was yeah. There was some key binding, and I don't remember anymore. But yeah, there is key binding that you can indent your code with it. Cool. So let's look at our design and understand what elements we want. Just a sec. Parth, if you are watching, can you drop a message in our Discord server as well, so that our other members can join the stream? I think our message. I think Bo didn't send out the message. I am not sure though. You are making all from scratch, yes, and stuff. Yeah. We don't have that much of styling, so I think it won't take much time to write some CSS. Oh, cool. I think it was a bit early. Can you, Parth, can you send it out again? I think. And I will, let me turn off the notification. Okay, so let's start coding now. In our design, you can say that in our header part we only have that dark mode and light mode button. So let's just add that navigation, and then we can add a link, a p tag saying, then we have span, which says the, and we can give an ID of theme title, and it will say that for the default one it will say dark mode, and then we have another span where we will add our icon. So the only reason I separated in different span is that when we will turn on the dark mode, we will change the title to light mode, and if we have given, if we have given a proper ID to it, and if that content in separate span, then we can um, easily change the value of it whenever we make changes in the theme. Thanks, Pat, for the message in Discord. Let's get a small break. I will also need to fill up my bottle, so I will just back in a few minutes, and let's give a bit break from it, and I will be back in around 2-3 minutes, I guess. Yes, boss NP. Hi everyone, I'm back. Mr. Page is saying that use CSS grids or Bootstrap. Yeah, we can definitely use that, but do we really need to import that library for such a simple design? That's the thing. Once I write the CSS code, you can see that it won't take that long, and it won't take that much of code lines. So, yep. And I can also export these icons as SVG. You know what? Let's export the whole icon. I can. Let's export as 2x. It will be coding with fun. Extra public. Create an assets folder, and then we have and we can export this icon as well. CSS grid is better with media queries. It's responsive. Yeah, that's right, but we are not using any grid layout in this website. It's just simple a block, and we will just need to take care of font sizes in different device size. So that's why I'm avoiding to use any library for that. So we have our, oh, did I? Oh yeah, I think I saved files in wrong folder. Coding with fun. It should be in here. Then we can give it an ID called theme link, and then we can use that image, assets, and dark mode icon. Yeah, we will need we won't need this for this website, but we can definitely use it in our other projects. Okay, and that's it for our navigation. Then we have this simple web title called quote of the day. Let's make it h3. And for now we will just add this dummy quote, and here is the writer. Also we will give an ID saying quote. Also let me know if it is hard to read my code on if you are watching on mobile. And for this one we will make a span here, and let's give an ID called quote author. And then we have our refresh link. Okay, and let's give it a name called refresh and an ID. And then we have our quote link paragraph. It should be ID quote link. We will add this href value for this a tag dynamically from our JavaScript, so I won't write it for now. Let's just grab this value as an link value for now, which will be changing once our code runs. And then we have our simple footer, which has also navigation, and it has about link and check out this project. Cool. The first paragraph has the link to about page. And we have another p tag for check out this project on GitHub. And we can change it to the a link. And let's just grab a link for the repo. And that should be it for our simple HTML markup. Also, it should be just that. A refresh icon. I can. Let's see. Let's go with the free one. And we can use this. Just the 32 pixel will be good enough. The assets, where is the folder? Okay, it's here from source assets, and I will rename it to refresh icon. And in our refresh link we can add that icon as pen. Let's add alt value for this, saying the refresh icon. And let's open this web's index file and live server. And here it is. I know it's ugly, but it will look good. It will look better once we add some styling to it. How long stream will be? Maybe hour. Yeah, I think they are taking I as an icon tag. Not sure. In nowadays you can treat any tag as anything. You can make, like using CSS, you can make any tag look like anything else. Oh, okay. Is the stream quality good? The stream. Yeah, it's nice. I thought it was outputting in wrong value, in wrong quality. Oh, I mean another 1 hour. So I think it's like 1 hour and 30 minutes for the whole stream. Yeah, I know it's a bit short, but I am doing stream on shopping marathon on Wednesday, which will be I think around 2 hours or maybe more than that. It depends how easily I can write a code because sometimes I make too many mistakes and I feel ashamed about it. So let's just add some style. First of all, we will need to link our CSS file to it. So for the body, we will need to say that the height is same as the viewport height and the width is goes same, and we will display it as flex. The flex direction would be column and justifies content space between. So it will just separate it out and then we will make some changes. I also need to add basic styling saying that margin is 0, padding is 0, and box sizing is not this one. It's the border box. Yeah, depends on the mood. Okay. And what font we are using? I think it's Anonymous Pro. Yeah. Let's grab it from fonts.google.com. And it's this one. We are using bold, we are using italic, and we are using this normal one. Okay, yeah, we are using the regular one, so we can choose which style we want. So we want the regular one, we want italic, and we want the bold one. Yeah, that's all we need. And then this will create a code for it which we can add, and it will import the fonts to our website. And make sure you add this line before your styles so that your font loads before you start using it on your code. And here is the CSS style that we need to add to our body tag, and it should change the fonts in our website. Yep, it looks much better now. Also, if you look at our website, we don't use the whole width, right? So let's add that style. Okay, I am at right place now. The max width will be 1120 pixel, and then we can say that margin 0 and auto, and it looks much better. So if the max, so this will work. So what it is doing is it is limiting the body tag to have the maximum width of 1120 pixel, and if it is going beyond that, then it will add a margin in both sides, here in the left and right side, you can say that. But once the width is smaller than 1120 pixel, it will use the whole width as a it will use the whole viewport width as a width for body. Hey Pratham, welcome to the stream. How was your day today? Let's just change it to 90 so that we get that width by default. So as you can see that sorry, we get this padding by default. We don't need to make any changes, and I think that's a good enough padding for mobile devices. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, the day just started. I had a lecture at 8 a.m. and it was a work period, so I didn't have to attend it. And now I'm doing a stream. Okay. And let's add some padding on the top. It will be in the header tag. Margin top is 16 pixel. And under the header tag, we have this navigation. So for header name, we can say that display flags, align item space center, align item center, and justify content flags end. So it will move the content to the end of the flags container, as you can see. Now we need to make changes to our theme link. So first of all, let's make sure that it is showing the icon in right size, which should be 32 pixel, and the height is 32 pixel. Nice. And we will also need to make sure that the line height for the whole anchor link, it's 32 pixel, so that the text aligns with the icon. It should, why is not working? Oh yeah, it's because of span. So if I give a span line height of 32 pixel, or I think we need to do this, and the width, the height will be 32 pixel. Then also I need to make sure that they are displayed as block, inline block. So the span has right height, or we can do something like this. Oh, we need that 32 pixel line, so let's just remove that. The A link has, I'm not sure why, but it has more height than it should have. I don't get it why. Oh. Yeah, now it is good. It was having issue with the line height that I have added to the p tag, and now it looks better with just 3 lines of code. Yeah, I think the issue was with line height for some reason. For the theme link, we can add some left margin. something like 16 pixel, and it will not 6, that's a match. Let's go with 8 pixel, looks better. So right now the link does not do anything, but once we will write our JavaScript code, it will change the theme of the website. Hey Chirag, welcome to the stream. I think that's all we need for our button. Now we can start working on the main content. So for that, margin, let's give a margin of 50 pixel on top, 0 on both side, and auto at the bottom, so that it will move the content to the top. That looks good enough. We are using the italic for our h3 tag there, and it should be 24 pixel. Font size 24 pixel, and font style will be italic. Looks good. And we have some margin in the bottom, it should be 32 pixel, so let's also add that. Then we can start working on our h1 tag. So for our h1 tag, we also have some styles which we can borrow from our design, and it is 75 pixel, and it's bold, which is the header tags are bold by default, so we don't need to add that line. We just need to change the font size to 75 pixel. And let's see if we need to, yeah, we will need to make sure we have a good line height, 1.25. So it will look something like this on bigger screen. You know what, let me change to 1240. Hey Keval, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I remember. So how was your day, Keval? This Mr. Pele, the both line will work, so that's fine. We don't need to specify that the direct, like we don't really need to specify that to apply this style to directly child, because we have that only one element. Hey Kurvin, welcome to the stream. Sorry I missed your message. Okay, so it looks good, I think. And then we have our writer, which is 36 pixel font size. Let's have a small margin bottom. It was our h2 tag. Forgot the size, 36. It's 1.25, that's good enough. And sorry, okay, and let's add a simple code for here saying that we don't need a bold bold style for these two header tags. So we can say that font weight normal, and we can also add this line here to remove the duplication of the code. Spaces between the quotes and the others. What do you mean? Sorry. Do you mean the margin for the H1 tag? Then we have a huge margin gap between the refresh link and the author. So we can add in the H2 line that we want a around 50 pixel gap between the. Yeah, now like once I remove that bold line, bold style, it has a good visual hierarchy to the website, that it focuses on the quote first, which users should do it when they visit the website. And for refresh link, I think I give it ID. So I just use that. There are some common link CSS code which I will write it later. Something like to handle that they have proper color and proper font size, which I'll do it just later. I will just want to add basic styling first. So we have an image inside that, which should be width of 24 pixel. It should look better. I think I will need to cover this refresh to. Oh, you know what? For this HTML code setup, for this link, we can do line height to 24 pixel, and I think it should center the thing. I don't like it when it doesn't work. Oh, the span has the wrong value, so that's why. So now, okay, yeah, it should be also displayed as an inline block, and then it will work. Oh, the image. Oh, no, wait a minute. So the span is 24 pixel. The line height for the A tag is also 24 pixel. Oh, it's different one, sorry. This one. It was good. I was also studying CSS in the 6th sem, and guess what? Corona. Learning from it is also not bad before. Oh, that's nice. Oh, Keval, are you in IT? Yeah, now it works. So first of all, we need to make sure the span has 24 pixel height, and the ankle leg itself has a line height of 24 pixel. And then I just added some flex, and now the button is centered. Oh, computer engineering, that's cool. So which languages we have learned so far? I am guessing C will be the C language will be the part of it. When I did my only first year of IT in India, I was learning C language. There was some common lectures we have for first year, so it was some physics and everything. But yeah, for programming related languages, I learned C language there. I am not sure. I don't remember which other language we were learning there. Okay, and this link also has the font style of italic. So let's look at the quote link as well. We have a padding margin of 30 pixel. Let's go with 24. We can make it justify, but then it will make it a bit harder to read the paragraph or quotes. I mean, I wouldn't say master, but I have been coding in JavaScript a lot lately. Like I have created 3 or 4 full stack websites and some other only front end websites using JavaScript. We are also building we are building a simple website for a local store in Winnipeg called Shopping Manager, and you can find that, and I am streaming that project, and you can find it here. I will paste the playlist link, where we have created the backend using JavaScript, and then we added. Now we are working on the front end. It should be completed in like next 3-4 streams, I guess. I am doing a IT course where we are learning different things. I am in the last term, so I will complete my study in this December. Let's go to the we will need to, let's just add a simple class called quote link. Wait a minute, it doesn't require anything else, right? We don't really need anything else, that because we are writing a code for links later, so we will get the style by default, and we don't need anything else for the quote link. So we can just remove that class from HTML, which we just added, and we can work on footer now. Sure, Kibble. You can also join our Discord server, and there are some people people who can help you with if you have any issues or if you have any problems with this with front end, and you can find the link for Discord server in the description. Okay. Let's look at the footer, because for the footer we have some margin at the bottom. It's like 40 pixel. So let's add that margin bottom 40, and I think we have a navigation. Yeah, so we'll add that as well. Display flags, align item center, justify content, space between. So now it should look something like our design. So it looks very similar to the our old website, our old design. I think we are using, yeah, different font sizes for this one. It's like kind of 18 pixel. So any p tag in main tag, any p tag will have a line height of sorry, not line height, it's a font size of 18 pixel, so it looks much bit bigger. Nice. Okay. And also, as I mentioned before, we are writing a code for this links, so we don't really need to write any special code for footer as well. So let's just write a code for our links. So if when a is link and a is visited, we will just set the color to black, because right now sometime if the link is visited it goes to purple and I don't like it. And usually the opacity will be 1. Let's add some transition so that we can get some decent amount of animation. Should be opacity 0.2 second is in. Then we can write code for hover and active, that our opacity should be down to 75. So now when we hover our links, it is the opacity is changing, but it's not that good to find a difference. So let's decrease the opacity bit more. Let's try 0.5, and now we can see change in the opacity. It gives an idea that link is clickable for a user. Yeah, I just noticed that it looks ugly. So let's just add that for our image. Margin right is 8 pixel. Looks much better, I guess. It looks good, right? Now we just need to change one thing. So if body has an ID of dark, then everything under the body will have color of white, and the body with the dark will have a background of the one we used in this design. So if we add an ID of dark, let's see how it looks. It should be dark, not dull, and it looks good. With just one line of code and it looks amazing, except our refresh button is still black. There was a CSS image filter where we can change the black of the image to white. Yeah, it's I think it's the invert function. Let's try if that works. Should be this one, but only when the body has dark ID. The image let's try to invert it and see if it works. Yeah, it changes the black to white. Looks good, nice. So what I'm planning to do, so when user will visit the website, we will first check if the default system theme is dark, then we will add the dark ID to the body. So if user prefers to keep the whole theme as dark, then it will show it as show the website in dark mode. Yeah, invert one worked, nice. Okay. We still need to add some the responsive part. So let's just first complete the CSS part so that we can just work on JavaScript layer without any tension of writing CSS code anymore. So it looks pretty good until like 900 pixel, and I think at this point we should decrease the size of the font size, h1 tag, font size of the h1 tag. So let's just write that media screen and max width of 900 pixel. Then h1 will have a font size of 60. For the h2 it will go to 24 pixel. Go with 30. Oh, we have a different icon for that, so that's why we will change that image attribute from JavaScript for the dark mode icon. Okay, the font size is 30 pixel. It looks pretty good, and the font size will go to 16 pixel. Looks pretty nice. And we can add another line, another media query at 550, where we can remove some margins from header. Should be just like 36. So it just moves the website to top. And we have added the margin bottom to the header. Oh, it was to the main itself, so we can change that as well. So margin top will be 36. Looks better. H1 will be 50. Font size, let's make H2 is 24. And we will make the H3 tag a bit smaller as well. Does this look better in small font, small device sizes? And we need another query. $450, where we can say that for the footer navigation, the flex direction will be column. So this way it will look much better. Also we will make sure that in our default style, footer has a padding of 24 pixel in top. So in this case we can see that we get some kind of gap between quote link and our footer, so that looks much better. We will never have such a small devices, means we can, but like nah, we don't really need to take care of that for our such small web project. The only thing we need to worry about is the height now, because at some point, yeah, it is better. I think it's because I used a flex, because in the past, if you sometime, like when you set your body as a height of 100 vh, like 100 viewport height, then it will cut out some content. And now it is not, so that's much better. think I think this is a decent amount. Oh, why it is not? Yeah, now it's good. So I think this is a decent responsive styles. Hey Patel, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I know you are a big fan. Chrome has a built-in thing, developer tools to show you how it looks like on phone screen. Yep, I think it's from here. You can change to pixel to XL, and it will show that how it will look and on particular on that device. So how was your day, Patel? I'm waiting for you to upload videos on your YouTube channel. Let me concentrate. Okay, so that's for the styles, and we can now work on app.js. Yeah, sure. Okay. So let us link the script tag. So it will be app. Sorry guys, it should be app.js. It was good that you deleted that message. Nice. So first of all, let's take care of that dark button. This one. So for that, we will need to grab two things from our HTML. The one is theme title. Document dot query selector. Then we can pass an ID. Theme title. We will also need to grab theme link. I think that's what the ID I gave it to it. Yeah, it's theme link. You can copy the same thing here. Then we can create a function called toggle dark mode. Toggle theme will be better choice, and then we can pass a theme name, and let's create an object theme object dot freeze, and we can say that dark will return dark and light will return light, so that we can use it for referencing to our other code. Symbol, let's look it up. By default, each new symbol has a completely unique value. So what does the symbol do actually? I have never used it, so I'm not sure. So is it a kind of a phrased variable? Okay. And how can we access it? Just by using the, let me, cool. So then I don't need to add object dot freeze, right? I think I will need it, not sure. Let's make it, is symbol supported by browsers by default? That's the one thing. We can look at it at MDN. It will have a chart of supported browsers. Well, no one cares about Internet Explorer though. Okay, yeah, it's supported in almost everything, so we can use it. Let's do same here. Okay, so if theme is equal to theme dot dark, then we will first need to change title, add id to body, change icon. Those are the things that we need to do. Hey Neil, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Shay is the PUBG player. The PUBG player, Patel, yeah. It's real. Let's change the theme, theme dot, sorry, it's theme title dot inner text. Should be, what am I changing it to? It's light mode. Then let's change the icon first. Theme link. We will need to grab the image tag from that. So theme link icon. and we can say that the source will be assets slash light mode. I guess that's what I named it, the light mode icon .png. I think she left, Neil. Okay. And then we can add the ID to the body document dot body dot ID is equal to dark. Then we can just return it from this function. Otherwise we will just do the opposite. It will say dark mode. It will grab dark mode icon and it will set it to none. I will have to ask her about that. So let's add event listener to theme link. I think we will need a theme link as well, so we can grab it again. So for theme link, let's add an event listener. So whenever user click it, we will do toggle theme. And we also need a global variable called current theme and set the value to, by default it will be light mode. Should it be by default dark mode or light mode? What do you guys think? Oh yeah, what I'm going to do whenever it clicks it, we will pass the current theme. So we will also need to make sure that we are setting it to the right value. Theme.dark here and light here. Dark, obviously, yeah. So wait a minute. So if the current theme is dark, then you know what, we don't really need to pass anything. Rather than doing that, we can just use the current theme as a current theme as a current theme for this conditional check. So if the current theme is dark mode, then it will convert it to the light mode. Sorry, it should be light, where the logic will be swapped now. So if current theme is light, then it will add dark and it will make it, if it will change the theme to dark. And otherwise, if the theme is dark, then it will change it to the light mode. Assign it to the element, that way it's think that's all, and it should work. What's happening? Oh, it's because we will need to say that e dot prevent default, and sorry, and then we call the toggle theme. And if we are making the dark mode as default, then we should just change the default value. I think we also need to change the alt value for the image, so let's make that as well. So if we convert that, then our toggle works now. Wait a minute. Assignment to constant. Oh yeah, it should be let. So we can toggle between different mode. Nice. And if you look at the about page, you can see the link that I have planned to use is this one. Oh sorry, I copied the link, and let's open it here. This one, and to get a random one we can use this API endpoint, access our API at quote of the day, it's this one, sorry, and we get a random code. So that's what we will be using. So let's add another constant for that, API URL. And I also forget the one thing, JavaScript check user default system theme preference. When user loads the CSS and the media query matches one of the above color schemes, the content property value of HTML elements. We can add this line. So by default it's a dark mode, but if the user prefers the light mode, then we will toggle the theme, and we will also add this event listener. And if the preference changes, then we will also toggle the theme. Let me just change if I set it to the light mode. Yeah, it changes. That's so nice. So if I refresh the page again, it will show me the light version. If we can do the dark mode, then it will change to dark as well. So that's what I wanted to achieve. It is going to break if I set to A or something. For which one? Document or HTML or content. Sorry, Mr. Page, what you are talking about, that if I set it to A or something, I am not sure. So window.add event listener. When the page is loads, we will make a get quote, or we can say fetch quote. That's good name for the function, and we can define it now. So what I want to do is, so first of all we check if we have a quote in local storage. Then we will also need to grab the h1 tag for quote. You know what, I will create a span. And it will have an ID of quote, and by default we will keep this quote. Quote element, and we will grab it as quote, and we also need to grab the quote author. Let's do that. If we find the quote, then set values to elements written. Otherwise we will make call to the API. It's the API URL dot then let's just console log the data for now. Should be console.log data. So when we refreshes the page, and here is what we get from the request. Okay, and it is to catch for 3 minutes or so. What I want to do is, we are saying it's a quote of the day, so we will save it for a day, I guess. I think we get the same quote every time. No, it's a different one. Yeah, we are getting a different one. Then we have an author and body and the URL. Those are the 3 things that we want. Quote and Then we will add some kind of logic for the last time we have added it. Quote dot time, we can add something like this is less than date dot now minus check if date is older than 1 day. Yeah, it was this one. New date, get time, and but we need it for just 1 day, so we can just remove that. So if the current date is it should be on other side, so it should be something like new date and get time plus a day will be if it is sorry, it should be less than that. Is older than day, then we can add this logic right there. So first of all, let's just in the data, let's just add first call time, and we will just create a new date. Now we can say that quote element dot inner text should be same as data dot quote dot body. For quote author, we can say quote dot author. Cannot read property time of undefined. Oh yeah, should be I think I should add it something like this. If it's not older than date, then we will just return, and it is changing the content. If we will keep refreshing it, it will change the content. I think we need to remove that. It looks a bit weird. So when we refresh the website, it will fetch a quote. And it will set the value. We only need to change this quote link. So I just grab that one. It's called quote link. Simple. We can set a value it was application, sorry, it was under network. From quote we can see it has a URL. It's nice. So we can say that quote link element inner text should be quote.url, and the href should also be the same value. Nice. And we are going to that. So for this one it's your modern teenage or some quote, and you can see that the link is going to that specific quote. Yeah, sure, we can do it. Like, for, are you guys getting any buffer error? It was showing me a error on my studio. It's set automatically as global on window load. Okay, thanks for confirming. Yeah, it was for some reason. I think it was because my time machine was backing up to my server, and I forgot to pause it today. Cool. Sorry about that. I should have remembered that. So yeah, that's, and we also need to do a refresh. Oh, I also forgot to add a quote to local storage. So local storage dot quote would be JSON dot stringify, and we'll pass the quote. Sorry, we will pass the data. Think that's it. And if we get any error, we will just console dot error. What I want to say that think I will also need to update the logic here, because we are stringifying the quote. So we will first need to parse it. So let's do that. Local storage quote is the JSON dot parse. Then we will use that to get the time. Otherwise we will do the same thing here, but we won't make any changes to the time, or we don't need to modify the quote in the local storage. Rather than using the data, we will use the local storage quote. So if I refresh it, there is error. JSON is not defined at fetch quote 48. Oh, it should be JSON. Sorry for switching too many tabs. Let's try it again. So let's remove the local storage. Oh, if it's older than, then we will return it. Now it should show the same Why is it not showing the same code? Oh, I never knew that. That's nice. What does what's the issue we are getting here? Why is it making a request to the server again? We don't really need to add anything for refresh link because it is refreshing the page and that is working. That's nice. We don't need to make any changes there. But I think we are getting some issues with this logic. So let's just first do this in the browser console and we will get more idea. If I clear it and try to refresh it again, then it doesn't work. It isn't even getting it here. It's just returning up. Think so let's just try this first. So at this moment we have a quote with this timing called, what's the name? It's poetry lifts one. And we have the same quote. That nice. Older than a day, last time is greater than tomorrow, or tomorrow is less than last time. Yeah, so like we did this thing, right? So if we got the time and we added a day. So if it's greater than the current time, then it means that 24 hours has passed, and it is older than a day. Oh, then it should make a request to API. Oh, I see. Yeah, if the return will return out from the function itself. So rather than doing this, we can do that. If it's not an older than that, then we will do this. Otherwise, it will continue the function. Still making a request. Is this logic right? Let me first check that. Let's create a new date from local storage code dot time. And let's add 24 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 60 and multiplied by 1000. I see what it's going. So rather than doing this, we should, oh sorry, it should be a dot get time. Then we are getting this value. So the value we get from the first logic is larger than the current date, which means it's not an older than date. So this value, so for our current case, let me just do that again. So this value will be like this, and a new date dot get time is this value. So when our yeah, right, so if we do something like this, so if the is minus than that and current time is this, oh, and at this point we need to return. So if I refresh it again, now it is working. It was, yeah, now I see. So if we have done a plus and a less than sign, then it also should work. Now, yeah, it is working. I think this I just changed it to the plus because it will make more sense if some new person is reading the code, that we are just getting the past time, adding 24 hours to it, adding 24 hours to it and seeing that if a value is lesser than the current time or not. So this way we won't be making too many requests to the server. And for the refresh link, we do need to add some code, because forced, we will pass the forced variable. We'll make sure that forced is false and local, like, sorry, it should come beforehand. If the request is like, if the fetch code method is not called using forced argument, then we will go to the local storage. Otherwise we will make a request, because that's what the refresh function does. So we can add a refresh link. And let's add event lesson to it. Click, and we will call so first of all we will prevent the default behavior, and we will call the fetch quote with true argument. By default the value will be false. So it is showing the same quote, and if I do a refresh, then it changes the quote, and if I refresh it again, it is showing that new quote. So that's nice. I think the functionality for this project is good now. It is changing the values and everything. The only thing left is to create the about page. So let's just do that very quickly. .html. We'll copy the code from index file and we'll paste it. About code generator, we will use the same styles. We will use the same light mode, dark mode button, and yeah, let's just add that. You can add a link to our GitHub repo, GitHub profile. Sorry. Okay, it should be this. Where was I? It's here. Okay, nice. And in the styles, we are just quote of the day as h1. Yeah, I think it would be better to call it quote of the day rather than quote generator. What do you guys think? I think that's the real niche of this project, right? So let's just call it quote of the day. I will also need to change the repository name. I will do it later. Okay, nice. Sorry, it's here. About code of the day. It's nice. We are using the same h2 tag for this one. There are some links. It's first of all, it's this one. So let's just mention that. fabqs.com. Just a sec. Okay, and change the href value. If we go to the about page, oh yeah, it's for the footer, it should be a relative path, and same goes to the about, and we will call it index page home. So if I go to about page, oh, I need to refresh it. Yeah, now it is working, and we have QS and everything. For that thank you line, we will need to add break tag so that it shows up in next line. Let's add another one. And we don't need this refresh and quote link. Yeah, I have called it quote of the day, so let's do that. Nice. So I think we have completed the project now. We can go to the first. Oh, I think I need to change it again. It should be relative path as well. So if we are on about page, we can go to the back to our home page. Nice. Yeah, that's true, right? So that's why I think this is a better choice for the name. And now let's just grab an icon for quote so that we can add it as a favicon. This one looks cool. Let's use this one. Fun code generators. Also, there is some attributes that it needs. Let me just check that. HTML. Yeah, we need to add a relation that it's an icon. We need to add a type and then the icon, then the icon link. Oh, it should be assets and favicon. So we can add this line to index file as well. Now we should see, oh, I forgot to save the about file. Now we can see the favicon in our website. Nice. So we have completed our project. And we are also not making too many requests to the API, so that's also a good thing. They are not getting too much of the load. Cool. Can I use Vercel? No. Is it now? Vercel CLI. How to install it? Okay, it's here. Then I will need to log in. Yeah, it's just called login. Okay, please follow the steps forwarded to it. Okay, it's the email. I'm sorry for the bit noise. Okay, email has been confirmed. We are authenticated. So I think now I can run Vercel now. Yeah. Set up and deploy. Yes. Deploy to coding with fun. Link to existing project. No. What's the project name? Quote of the day. In which directory your code is located in. Its source. Want to override the setting. Public if it exists or not. No, we don't need to make any we don't need to make any changes to the settings. And it's deployed. And you guys can, and it's live now. Let me just open it here. And we have deployed it. Vercel is a website where you can deploy your code, preview and ship it. So it's not like a GitHub, but it links your it links to your GitHub account, fetches the code, and it automatically deploys the it automatically deploys to the cloud, to the internet. Yeah, kind of Heroku. Yeah, it's free, it's nice, it's really fast. So that's the project. I can also add my custom domain, but I will need to do it later. And here is the link in the chat for this. Okay, I will just drop it there. So this is the link that was created by default. So nice. That's it for this stream, guys. We have created this cool looking website where you can refresh the code of the day. I hope it might give you some kind of inspiration throughout the day. And it's an open source project, as always, guys. If you find any bug, or if you want to add some kind of design, or if you want to make any changes, feel free to create a PR or open issues on the GitHub, and yeah, we can improve it. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you, Mr. PhD. You take care as well. Thanks, Coda, for tuning in. Same to you guys. Have a good day, guys. I will see you on Wednesday. We will be working on Shopping Manager. Again, thanks everyone for tuning in. If you have any question for me, you can always join our Discord server and drop message there. And we will try to help you with my best, whatever I can. So let's just end the stream now. And I also have a lecture. Shit, I forgot that. See ya, guys. I have to attend the lecture now. Bye, take care.